Hello there everybody, welcome back to another Wheelassassin video. This is how to build Starcourt Mall in Minecraft part 38, and we're also going to be continuing the roof today. So as you guys know, we have completed the inside and we're basically trying to work on the roof, which is the biggest section of Starcourt. Now I did think a little bit too far ahead, and I've put aside 3 parts which I thought would cut it for the Starcourt's roof, but it turns out we're probably going to need a lot more. We're probably going to need about 5, I'm reckoning. I'm hoping at the moment. I did start filming and I was like, you know what, I maybe said a little bit too short a deadline for Starcourt's ending. We're still going to try and end it this week if possible, but I'm going to have to get recording a little bit more because this roof is harder than I thought it was going to be. I did this obviously before, and I built all this before from my brain. My mind kind of came up with all the ideas of how I was going to do this. I knew there was a skylight, but I wanted to make it nice and grand, so I came up with this final design. And it was a little bit too hard for me to even understand my own workings, so it's taken a lot longer. But in today's episode anyway, we're going to be working on this part behind me, so that actually connects up to the cinema just there, so the cinema's roof will be filled over. This long corridor that runs along here and connects up to the back corridor and the side entrance over here. Pretty awesome. And then we'll be starting to mark out, not kind of completing today, but we're starting to mark out some of this grand skylight just here. And then hopefully in the final episodes we'll have the skylight done, and then this little tunnel here that connects to the main entrance at the front there as well. So, once again, lots to do in the episode. I hope you guys can stay tuned. It might get a little bit confusing at some parts, so please feel free to pause at any point. And if you do want to ask me any questions, don't hesitate to ask me in the comments down below. But let's begin. Alright guys, so I feel like today's episode should start us off on this little corridor that goes along here. So, I'm actually behind the second entrance right now. I've grabbed myself some glass, of course, some smooth sandstone, red concrete, and some sea lanterns. Now this is the rest of the materials we're going to need to finish Starcourt's interior. We will need some gold blocks as well for the pillars, but we can always grab that at the end, kind of as the finishing touches. And then we're going to need some materials for the sign, of course, as well. Now what I've actually done here is in last episode, we made this sort of triangular shaped thing so we could connect it up to this like glassed roof, which is pretty cool. Well, we made this quite short on purpose because we're going to be adding in basically the structure behind this today, and then we can always bulk it out if we need to at the end. So I don't know if this was like this last episode. Maybe it was a little bit higher than this. I did have to destroy a little bit just then, so if you have it like a little bit higher than my one over here, just leave it like that because we're going to sort out in a second. Alright, so anyway, we're going to start from here. So what you've done is you put red concrete block just there next to the pillar. Remember, this is a block above the sandstone just here. You put a smooth sandstone between another red concrete like that. So you basically make a 3-block shape, but 2 of those on the outsides even are going to be red concrete, and then the one in the middle is going to stay nice and smooth sandstone. So we are going to go ahead and first of all mark everything out. So we're going to go 1, 2 up diagonally from that one. Then we're going to go across 2, across another 2, and across another 2, like that. Actually, let me just double check this. So we got 1, 2 there. Just going to count this real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then we do a 5th one up here. But this is going to go along to 3 because that's when it angles down to the other side. So very much like the big sections in the middle of Starcourt, the roof has this red outline just so that we can use it as a base kind of plate for our glass and things like that. So now we need to basically angle this down again. If you want a quick recap, we go 1 block diagonally from this, 2, then 2, then 2, then 2, and then 3 for the top over here. Then we just go ahead and drop back down diagonally like this until we reach a block above that concrete just there, diagonally. Then we go ahead and mimic the red concrete with smooth sandstone. Nice and simple. And then we take our red concrete again and we mimic that entire shape. So we have an end to it, like this. Now this is going to overhang quite a lot from your triangle that we built last episode. But don't worry, we're going to fix that later towards the end of the tutorial. But for now that can be left like that. That is awesome. That is really, really cool. Okay, so now what we're going to do is take our smooth sandstone. We're going to go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, like that. Oh, 2, even like that, but stacked up for 2. It's technically 4 blocks there. And then what you can do is above every single sort of corner just here, you can stick a sea lantern. So we're going to have 4 of these kind of outer block from the red concrete. So you may just have to put another sandstone. So like that. Only 4. Then this wall is going to come along and it's going to basically overhang. So we can bring that out just so we know it's going to overhang. Perfect. On this side, we go ahead and add in the same sea lanterns. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Oops, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. And then 4 sea lanterns like this. Perfect. And then this wall is also going to stick out, so we can go ahead and add that along. For 3 layers, like that. Cool. Now I'm pretty sure this wall connects up to the pillar over here. Or if not, it goes next to the pillar, so that we can add in the entire structure for the middle section. But we're going to leave that for a second, because we need to sort of carry on with the rest. So, going over to our other pillar over here. I'm going to extend this one up, just by a few blocks, just so we have a little marker to work with. I'm going to go ahead and inline, you can see it goes inline with that triangle thing over there. I'm going to go ahead and place a block just about there. So where the bottom of that wall is, that's where we need it to be. Then on either side, I'm going to go ahead and place red concrete, like that. My red concrete is going to go up for about 3, like that, in total. Then I'm going to go ahead and group up 2. Like that. Then I'm going to go ahead and put 1, like that. Then I'm going to go ahead and go on the inside and place some smooth sandstone like that. Perfect. Now bear in mind we're going to put sea lanterns again on this, so you can put one just here for now like that. That's awesome. Okay, so we put the sea lantern there a minute ago, but what we're going to do is move it along just to the left by a block, because then we're going to go ahead and add in a wall of sandstone just here, kind of levitating, but it's going to connect up to over this way. And that one just connects right the way to there. And you can fill that over if you want as well. That'll be fine. Cool. Alright. So once again, only 4 sea lanterns go up here, but that helps us mark out where the sort of, I don't really know what these are called. Overhanging sort of things are called. Are for. Even. So, what we're going to do is, let's go ahead and mark out the rest of our sort of triangular thing. Remember, they only go up by 2. Well, only go up by 1, but out by 2 like that. And then they come to this section up here where we kind of stop. That's our last layer. So you can kind of see where it's going to be. So it's actually going to be here. And then for that last layer, you add 3 on top. And then you go ahead and bring it back down. Now this should technically be right beside the wall. Perfect. Do it on this side as well. Now it's best to get the red concrete sort of things in first. The arches even. That's the word I was looking for earlier. The arches, because then we can go ahead and mark everything out where it's going to be. It's very, very helpful for like a little sort of design perk, I guess. Okay, and then what you can do is also take your red concrete and put 2 there, connecting to that red concrete line. So then we can go ahead and put our sandstone in between all of these concrete blocks. Like so. Wonderful. Now let's go ahead and put our sea lanterns on the top of all these. Now bear in mind that one's going to be just there because we of course have this wall, but that is fine. I'm actually going to go ahead and move this one like this. I'm going to go ahead and move this one kind of up to here, this layer just here. So it's not kind of covering up any like that. Then 3. I'm going to put 3 again all the way up. 3 smooth sandstone. And then 4 sea lanterns like that. Awesome. Cool. Alright, and then the other side, once again, 3 smooth sandstones above your arch for 4 lots. So then we can place our sea lanterns on top of these, well, out from these, like that. And then up the top is actually where the roof is, so this is going to be perfect for helping us get everything smoothed over at the top. So you can just bring some blocks out and overhang them, just so you know later you can come back and connect them up and stuff like that. And that should be the same layer. Ooh. Ah, it is. Good. Okay, best way to test, if you bang your head when you get to the other side, on kind of the top of the block, and you can see slightly over the top of the block, so you can see the sky. Wonderful. It's the same height. Phew. Okay, good, good. Alright, now what we can do is take this wall and bring this along. Now, don't worry about that little gap that's going to be above Jazzercise. we're going to put some sea lanterns in there afterwards. So bring this one along, fill that over as well, bring it along a little bit more after that as well, that'd be fine. Cool. Okay, we can actually bring this along for 3 times. Like that, 3 rows. Wonderful. Now I'm going to take this one, and I'm going to also bring this along over the top of the sea lanterns. Like that. And then I'm basically going to do it until we reach the top of the roof. Like this. Now on this Starcourt, I might make some of the roof bits skinnier than I did my last one, because I've learnt a little bit more about the architecture of the building since, you know, building it before and building its plan. So hopefully we can get that as well. That'd be pretty cool. Alright, and then we need to bring our triangle for this back section up as well. So raise it as much as you need to connect it up. Like I said, it's not really looking like a triangle. It kind of just covers up all the blocks here by making them kind of stand out a little bit. So like that, that'll be cool. Wonderful. Then bring this one along. Connect it up. Remember, no sea lanterns are going to be on show through the roof bit. So make sure you get that covered up. Like that. Wicked. Alright, that is looking superb. Nice. That was one of the hard bits in today's video. So that is perfect. We've got that done. I'm also going to go ahead and move this one along. Kind of bring it over like that. So then I can go under here and put our sea lanterns in. Like that. For jazzercise. It's the only store that has its own sort of lighting system. Actually, I'm going to move them up just so they're here and not blocking off that red concrete. Sorry guys, I do make the silliest mistakes and then I'm like, oh no, you know what? That actually looks better. But there we go, that's perfect. We have the first part done! Ah, yay! Okay, nice one. Getting overexcited, but that is brilliant. Celebrate the small things in life, you know? Wonderful, that is looking wicked. Right, I keep wasting time. We need to get doing the next bit. Alright, let me go take some new pictures and I'll be right back. Right then guys, so for the back section of this thing, so we're actually looking towards the exit now. We're going to come to this, where we've built this archway already. That's perfect. I'm going to go ahead and shrink my wall down, because I did get a little bit carried away a minute ago. Like so. Awesome. Now we do have a little bit more red concrete on this side. Just fill that over, that will be fine. Like that with a little bit of sandstone, just so you don't get confused. Perfect. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to stick another sandstone block over here. Then I'm going to put a red concrete block besides that one, like that. Then I'm actually going to go ahead and take my sandstone. I'm going to go 1, 2, like that, fill in that little gap there, and build that up so it's like a 4 block shape on this side. Cool. Then I'm going to go up here, and I'm going to build it out by 2, 4, 6, like that in total. 2 rows of 3. Awesome. Then I'm going to go up to the next level, just up here. I'm going to build it out 1, 2, 3, like that, so it overhangs this one again, and curve it around like that. Once again, you can fill that over if you want. Cool. I'm also going to do it for this next one. So I'm going to bring it out by 4. Then curve it around like that. And lastly, this one, I'm going to go ahead, bring it out for 5. And then curve it around the corner, just like that. Very odd looking shape, I know. But it will look cool once it's done. Then you can go ahead and bring the roof over. For the blocks. Like this. Cool. Then we can go ahead and stick a block of sandstone just there. And then we can go ahead and put... Oh, let me just double check this. Yep, that's fine. Then we can go ahead and put 1, 2 just there. 2 just there. And 1 final one just there. Up here, we go 1, 2 blocks out. Then up again, we go 1, 2, 3 blocks out like that. Then we go and put 4 just there. So on the inside, it will look like this. Very bizarre looking shape, I know. Okay, that is awesome. Basically, what this section is going to be, is it's going to be where the clock is on the inside. So if you remember I said about the thumbnail in the last episode, the clock is a really cool part of Starcourt and it kind of goes above here. So we're going to need to make the wall a little bit taller as well. But that's cool, we've got everything marked out ready for it now. So actually, before we do anything else, let's put in some sea lanterns so we can see what we're doing. So literally a sea lantern goes on pretty much all of the blocks like this. You just leave that top one empty. Cool. I'm also going to put one just down here as well. Now this one down here, on top of it, it has some sandstone stacked up, and the sandstone goes up to that layer just there. Then we bring this wall out, and we basically just carry on going for a while. Now, I'm not certain on the exact amount of blocks we go just yet. I'll have to find out in a second. But this one goes along and over shapes pretty much. So let's just bring it over shapes a little bit. If we get a bit carried away, we can always cut it down. But yeah, just go up to shapes wall for now. That'd be perfect. And then you can actually come down underneath. And besides, you can also place these blocks in as well. Like so. So there's no little gaps peeking through. Perfect. That is wonderful. I'd recommend going up here and go ahead and put 3 blocks like that along. Don't sort of fill over this section, so we can kind of angle it in again. We're going to leave that nice and plain. And just fill over the roof again. Like that, up to that point. Just so we know that that's going to be roof. Wonderful. Okay, so whilst I'm at it as well, I'm going to go ahead and put 2 red concrete here. Then I'm going to go ahead and put 2 just there. 2 just there. 1 just there. And 1 just there. Now, if we do need to add some more in a minute, we will. But that for now is going to help us mark out, like I said, the middle section and where the fountain is going to be and stuff like that. So it's a very, very helpful part just to get that done as well. That is looking superb. Alright, I know it doesn't look like much at the moment, but I can see where this is going to fall together. So that is awesome. Oh, and phew, again, phew. Because building this has been hard work. Let's just say that. It's been hard work. Alright, I'm going to go grab some new dimensions and I'll be right back to get us started on the next bit. Alright guys, so I'm back over here, just above shapes, and I've grabbed myself some iron blocks and some iron bars. We're going to try and build the clock now. That would be pretty cool. So, this wall over here we built over shapes. We're going to basically cut into it a little bit, so we can go ahead and add in our clock face, and add the sort of hands on there as well. So, going up to this very disturbing looking shape. I'm sorry it's come out this way. That was not my intention at all. We're going to go 1, 2, 3 just here, and then on 4 we're going to build just here for 2 blocks. 1 goes down like that. Cool. Then we're going to go ahead and put 4 just in here. Then we're going to go ahead and put 6 for 2 rows just besides the 4. Then we go ahead and put another 4, and then of course another 2 as well. Like so. So a nice big clock face. Perfect. So now what we do is, now we've actually got 2 blocks of wall over this bit already for the roof. We're going to go ahead and come up to about here, and we place a block of sea lanterns just there like so. Oh no, actually we place it 1 block up just there like so. Perfect. Then we go ahead and add the wall in back here with sandstone, of course, for 3 blocks around it. Then you can also add another one, like so. That's awesome. And go ahead and add another sea lantern over this side, just there as well. Cool. Then you can come up to about, let's go the one besides it, and bring a pillar along. Do the same with the other one, up to that point just there. You should be in line with one another, like so. Then we're going to go up a block again, and up to, let's work this out real quick. Kind of looking at my pictures a little bit oddly right now. I'm kind of trying to figure everything out. Oh, I did this one wrong. Sorry. Sorry guys. It goes here like that. Cool. Yeah, that's fine. That's why I couldn't read it properly. I was like, what am I doing? Okay, and then we put 2 blocks. Let's actually put 4 blocks of smooth sandstone up here. And then 2 blocks of sea lanterns. And then we go ahead and build this all along for this roof section. Like that. Wicked. And now around these ones, you can just fill them up again with a couple blocks like that, and then fill them over as well. Looks like a confusing section, but once you get doing it, and once you get adding in the sort of smooth sandstones and stuff, it doesn't actually look that bad. It's just the initial sort of bit that looks a bit freaky to do. So what we're actually going to do now is we're going to go ahead and make this go down a little block more than the rest. So we need to come to the sea lantern over here, go next to it and drop down for 2 like that, and then do the way along as well up until you reach that point. Exactly the same on this side. No particular reason for this, only because I guess it's only because we want to kind of incorporate these lights into the build, and we can only really do that by doing this weird design. Let's go ahead and add another row just in there like so as well. Wonderful. Alright, now for the clock face, we go ahead and just add 3 iron bars that go from this one to the left, and then we go 1, 2, and then we'll just drop down for 1 just there. Awesome. That's looking really cool, guys. Nice one. Alright, wicked. Let me just switch my pictures around a little bit. Okay, so go into this one over here. This side of the wall needs to be extended along a couple blocks again. We're actually going to extend it along for about 4 from the clock. So 1, 2, 3, 4, like so. Let's go ahead and add a 5th one. We can remove some blocks if we need to. Go up to about there, that'll be fine. Wicked. We only really need to go as much as we need to, like high, if you know what I mean. So you can only kind of do what you need to with regarding the roof. So if you need to cover over sea lanterns, you cover over sea lanterns, and then, you know, like vice versa with the rest of the stuff. So we kind of cover up all the interior bits and bobs just by adding in blocks on the outside. So the actual base shell is quite hollow, and it's quite skinny, but because we want to incorporate, you know, the sea lanterns in there and cover them up from the outside, we just go ahead and add in loads of random blocks. So like up here, I'll probably go ahead and add in another row of 4 at the top, just like that, so it looks nicer. Again, it's all about the look, really. I mean, no one's really going to fly up to the roof, but if you're incorporating this into a city, you might just want to add the roof like angled like that, so it looks like a mall should. But otherwise, you could have an open air mall if you wished. That'd be pretty cool. A lot easier, definitely. But that'd be pretty cool. Let me know what you guys do in the comments down below. Let's go to here, diagonally away from that. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, along like so. Then I'm going to bring this one out, and I'm going to bring this one out for 2, like that. Down here, I'm going to bring this one out for 2, and just place 1 in the corner like so. Now drop down diagonally from that. I'm going to go 1, 2, and drop down for 1 just there. I'm going to go ahead and put a sea lantern in just there, and I'm going to put 1 down underneath that one, like so. Then I'm going to put 1 there. Then I'm going to put 1 just there. Then I'm going to put a smooth sandstone block just there. And then 1 more sea lantern just like so. Then smooth sandstone, and then sea lantern like that. Wonderful. That is awesome. Now, you guessed it, we're going to need to use our red concrete again. And these are going to go right besides the sea lanterns even on the thing. So we're going to go just here. Smandstone? What am I saying? Red concrete. Once again, double stack these if you can. And then angle it out so that every single red concrete is going to be in between your sea lanterns like this. And up to the top like that. And then, of course, drop back down for this side. Like this. Definitely the hardest part of this build is getting every sort of arch right, because the arches, like I said, help us to determine where other things are going to go. So if we did mess them up, it would be a little bit devastating. But again, everything has a fix in Minecraft. So that is the bonus of playing in creative. We can literally just go back, fly up, fix whatever it is we need to fix, and then we're sorted. Wonderful. Alright. I'm going to switch my pictures around real quick. I'm going to go up to the ceiling again and just fill this section over so that this area is also filled up. Fill it up just to the point we've already made, just like that, with the roof. Cool. Now this is going to go, of course, a little bit further along as well, but for now we'll just leave it like that, because it's always good to have it hollow, so you can come up to it and then see what you need to do next, and then work on there. Work from there, even. Okay guys, so one thing you will notice about the mall so far is that most of the arches we built, the sandstone is connecting to the middle of the pillar, which is awesome. So basically you want to build your pillars up just so that they're a block, if not a block, away from the arch, just like so. These are our support beams. That's what holds up the roof, if it was obviously needing gravity, but lovely Minecraft doesn't have gravity, so that's perfect. Alright, let's take our sea lanterns again and go down the side of this arch to make this all lit up as well. So 1, 2, go on the red concrete, by the way guys, leaving only 1 visible. So 2, 3, 4, 5, like so. And you should be just at the bottom there. That's awesome. We're going to go down again. So bring your red concrete down for 2. Then obviously add in your smooth sandstone just like so. Like that. Then I'm actually going to go to here and I'm going to add a 4 block lot of smooth sandstone. Then I'm going to go out just here above the sea lanterns, yep. And I'm going to bring this along for 3 in front like that. Then I'm going to go up to here. I'm going to go 1, 2, and I'm going to bring it along for about 4 like that. And we're basically going to do the angle thing we did over here, just on this side. So angle it around again, up to there. And then this one, finally angle it around to there, like so. And you can see where it's going to arch in, which is perfect. That is looking really cool, guys. Nice job. Alright, let me switch my pictures around again so we can see what we need to do to finish this area off. Okay, so going down to our left side, where we built this red concrete little structure, we need to come down to this area and just give this a little bit more of detail by just connecting it up like that. Then we're going to put a block of red concrete just back here, like so. Awesome. And then that will go into another arch that goes here, and then so on and so forth. Alright, once again, connect up these ones, like that. We basically need to make it so we have about, let me just count this real quick, 1 double, like that, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 normal. So 1, 2, 3, 4, let's go up until we reach 6. So 5, 6, like so. Cool. And then it goes up and connects over the other side with a row of 4, like that. Then you drop down again, so that 2 of these are visible. And then we should be in line with at least 1 block of sandstone like that. Wonderful. Drop down for those 2. Make sure you get the exact same thing. And you can drop down again for those ones just there. Oh, that is magnificent. That is really, really cool. Now we just go ahead and fill this over with sandstone on the back. So we connect up all the red concretes to the wall over here, so that nothing is left out. And then fill in this little gap as well if you want. Little gaps like that can just be filled, and we're not going to use them for anything, so you may as well just get the most out of it by filling it up, making it look nice. Okay, let's go to the other side, do the exact same. Now I'm hoping we won't have to do another episode on this roof, but if we do, I am so sorry guys. I promise you it will look pretty cool when it's done. But we are making good progress so far, so we shouldn't need to. Just depends how long some of these sections take. There we go. Connect up on the inside as well. It's always important. And there we go. Wonderful. Very bizarre looking shape, I know. But once you're back here and you see the clock, it looks really cool. So that's the main thing. Nice, guys. Awesome job. Okay, I'm going to go down to here. And we need to connect it up to the cinema's roof now. Let's go ahead and get some new materials, or even get some new pictures, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so what we're going to do now is we're going to go to this area over here. Oh my goodness me, I thought there was creepers in my mall for a second. Ah, that scared me. Okay, we're going to go to here, and where we overhang this 1 block, it's more important than you might think. We're basically going to make another arch just here. So we're going to mimic that one over there, kind of start another arch. Just so we can go ahead and fill in the bit in between a lot easier than what we would normally with having to sort of make it all again. Like that. Nice one. That is awesome. Okay, so let's actually go to this area over here. And on this side, we're going to go ahead and bring the wall from here, from the red concrete, along. And we're going to do it for 3 blocks high. Now, I'm not too sure why we go over the red concrete, but I know that it's definitely there. So let's just, I think it's so we can fill over this bit, to be honest. That looks pretty cool. Nice. Alright, that's connected up on that side. That's wonderful. Let's connect it up on this side before we carry on. So, across the top of that red concrete strip. Like that. Then we go ahead and let's put in our sea lanterns next, just so we have that bit done as well. So again, on the red concrete, so we go up to the top, and you stop just before that one there. And then again down, like so. Now that one will have 1 less than the other side, but don't worry about that. That's no problem. That is supposed to happen, so don't worry about that. Okay, we're going to go ahead and bring our pillars along. Big old beams. Speed run it just like this. There we go. And then of course over the top again, we're going to do the 3. See what I mean? You kind of do certain sections bigger than others, just so you can cover up whatever you need to cover up. Mostly lights. But it's very, very cool. It's a cool technique because we literally just add blocks where we need to add blocks. And there's no right or wrong with it. So if you guys feel like you want to just smooth things out a little bit more, or you have a better idea, please definitely do it. Like, you don't have to build everything that I do. If you think you have a better idea, definitely use it. It's always good to use your imagination. Try and come up with some better ideas. Wicked. Alright, that is looking awesome. Okay, so we're also going to do the sea lantern pattern on the behind as well. All the way up and over, like that. Again, it'll be a block away, but meh, it's all good. Okay, nice one. We've got the corridor done. Look at that. That is wonderful. Awesome. Okay, so this wall is actually going to connect up to this one right now. But I need to go and get some new images because I've forgotten how it does. And that would be bad if I just kind of taught you guys the wrong thing. So I'm going to go grab some new pictures and I'll be right back to get this done. Alright guys, so we're going to take this nice and slow because it is quite a big section and we don't want to get lost when we're doing it. If you do need to pause the video throughout this bit or any of the video, please feel free to do so. It is no problem whatsoever. Much rather you guys understood what we're doing than get lost and, you know, hopefully never, you know, if you didn't return, that would be very sad on my part. So yeah, definitely ask me any questions as well about the build in the comments down below. Okay, so what we need to do is we've built obviously this corridor now, which is a wonderful step. It looks really, really cool. Well, we need to go ahead and basically make this look even cooler. So we're going to go to here and we're going to build this along like that and this along like that. Just connect it up like so. Perfect. First step done. Alright, then we're going to go up to this one just here and basically build it out, every one up until we get to the top up here. Then we're going to build this out for 2 rows, like that, and that is going to go along as well. Cool. Then we go ahead and basically build this one up to the top of the roof, like that, so it's in line, and then we fill in these blocks just here. Like so. Awesome. Then we go ahead and take our sea lanterns, and these are going to help us mark out things again. We're going to go up to this top corner and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wonderful. Now that should be in line with this one just here, or at least besides it. Yeah, besides it. Wonderful. So you can build that one up right to the roof there. Now we can go ahead and build this one up, and we should be left with no gaps, which is going to be awesome. Basically build it up to the sea lanterns. Like that for now. Cool beans. Alright. Then we're gonna go ahead and go to here and build this one out and over the sea lanterns so that we know this is the roof. This is like the very top of the roof. Like that. Cool. Now that would be a block over this section here, but that's fine because this entire section literally just connects up to the other side. So you can go ahead and bring that up to that bit, and however you feel comfortable adding it to the section, so like doing some curves like I've done there, stuff like that, is up to you guys how you want to do it. I'm going to remove this pillar I added in last time, just so I can go ahead and connect this wall up just here. Might have to do a double wall just here, but that's cool. So this is one of the easier parts, connecting up the cinema, because it's such a big build. We do a big structure for it. It's mostly just trying to integrate it into the smaller parts. That's the hard part, because you have to build like really weird looking patterns just so that it looks cool when you come in and out. But other than that, it's not too much trouble. It's the filling that's the energy draining part. Cool. Alright, there we go. And then we need to fill over the roof real quick. And there we go. Cool. Okay, so going back to this bit over here, we go ahead and make this go down a block over again. So we leave one block of sandstone exposed above the red concrete, but not for that 3 just there. We can build that one over. Awesome. Alright, then I'm going to go ahead and go to... just trying to figure this out real quick. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and move my sea lanterns down a block, like so. I'm also going to put another row of sandstone in there. I'm also going to build this one out as well. So another row down for the roof. Now, double stacking the roof is a pretty cool thing to do, because then we have like a big, thick sort of slab to work with. So if we need to move anything up and down, we can, you know, we have a little bit more room to work with. So that is wonderful. I'm going to angle this down as it gets to here. Cool. And then we're ready to go on to the next step. So, for this next step, we go to up here, above that block. Okay, so it's there. It's right there. Wonderful. Like I said, pictures. I need like a 360 camera just to take some photos of Starcourt so I can go back and do everything perfect. There we go. One sea lantern goes there, and we're basically going to tier these up diagonally for 4. Now, I'll be able to tell if this is wrong anyway, because it should be in line with the roof patterns there, which it is, so that's fine. Okay, so the roof, this one is going to be angled out again. Let me just switch my pictures around so I can see how we do this. Yeah, so literally these ones need to come over and connect up to these. But we're going to drop these down again. I'm sorry, guys. There we go. Oh, phew, okay. My gosh, right. Then we built these beams along. Would have been easier if I just said we started from this side and build them along. That would have been much easier. But let's build these along until we reach the sort of handle that I said about when we built this section. So that like sort of smooth sandstone handle. We'll stop there for a second. There we go. Ah, gosh, finally. Okay. Wheelassassin, honest to gosh, right. So what we're going to do now is this bit, we're going to build this down like so for 3. Then we're going to build this down until we finish the sort of angled bit of the red concrete just there. Now once you get to this last one, you want to go ahead and angle this down for just 2 more. So let's go ahead and build 4 just there so we can have 2 sticking out like that. Then we can drop down, just place 1 there as well. I'm going to place 1 to the left just there. And then I'm going to place another one to the left just there. And I can also start to angle this one back up as well. Like that. Let's do it again over here. And cool. That's looking awesome. Wow. Okay. Wheelassassin. Really is. Okay, so let's go ahead and fill up this side so that none of the sea lanterns are going to be exposed again. Like that. And then as you get to the top, of course, connect these 3 blocks to the back wall over here. Wonderful. That is looking great. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go over here again. And we need to add another 2 sea lanterns because as you can tell, it's quite dim over this way. So you just go a block up from this one and then place 2 just there. Awesome. Okay, so going over to the game player's side. It's nice and spacious at the moment, but we're going to go ahead and kind of make this cramped with roof. So we go to this block over here on the red concrete and stack up 2 lots of sea lanterns all the way along these remaining blocks. Like that. That is wicked. Okay, I know I've done that section right because I've done it multiple times. Phew. Okay, and then we go ahead and basically build this sea lantern, this smooth sandstone wall area just out from it for 2 rows. Like this. Then we go ahead and put 3, then with 3, so you kind of angle it back in as it gets closer. Like that. And then you want to go ahead and build this up to 2 layers at the moment. And then we'll do a 3rd one. Like so. Cool. We basically have these big sort of table areas, but some of them are going to be hollow, some of them are going to be filled up. They are really just to showcase some of the parts of Starcourt, so they're not really doing much, so if you want to leave them hollow, that's up to you guys. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to build this over. There's not much going on in the way of design, I guess, over this way. The only thing I will say is there are some more sea lanterns, which, of course, need to be incorporated into the build. Sorry for the loud cars going past my house again. They are noisy. So, once again, we'll just build the sea lanterns inside of the wall. So as we build over our smooth sandstone pillars, we'll just go ahead and incorporate the sea lanterns in afterwards. So let's build these along. Like this, until we reach the top again. Wonderful. And then we just go ahead and put sea lanterns in here. Until you reach the top. Cool. That is looking really cool, guys. Nice one. Alright. So once you get to the sort of end over here, we are going to fill this up as well. but for now we're going to leave it hollow because, like I said, I don't really want to make anything unless I know the exact dimensions of it, because I'll mess it up, as you guys know. So I don't want to do anything too drastic just yet. What I will do is go back to this side, and I'm going to go ahead and put some more blocks on. Alright guys, so underneath this section over here, where we've built this sort of weird looking, it kind of looks like it's dripping down with smooth sandstone. We want to make sure that these angle up for 10 blocks. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. Now only 3 of those have blocks underneath them. So we're going to need to kind of start fresh again without adding in new blocks, which is a little bit tricky, but we'll take it easy. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we have 4. Then we go 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, like so. You can see that's quite tall, but that's fine. Now this one goes over, and it's going to go over for about 7 blocks. So we got this one already here. We go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Perfect. Now on the 7th one, now just above this, we're going to go ahead and kind of put another row just like that, another row just like that, and then you have like a block of 3 just there. That's perfect. Now on the top one, in between the 7, so we're on 5 actually, 5 blocks in total, we're going to go ahead and put sea lanterns along like that. Now you should be a block away from as it tears down like that, so you have one fresh line, then it will tear down again. That's what you want. Perfect. Now basically doing the same as we did over that way, we need to tear them down again so they can connect up to this side over here. So just carry on going down from the roof, tearing down 1 block at a time. Oh, come on, blocks. Right, there we go. And then as we get closer to the bottom, we can kind of figure out where things are going to go again. This side actually tears down for less. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then it goes into a double. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. Then I'm going to go to here. I'm going to drop down for 2. Like that. Then I'm going to angle in again for just the 1 block, like so. Then I'm going to build this along for 3. So it's worth 3 in total. Then I'm going to put sea lanterns just on the bottom of that to mark that out as well. Okay, what I'm actually going to do next is I'm going to take my smooth sandstone. I'm going to go right here, just on the end of this one, so above the pillar and just in line with that one still. I'm going to build this out. So it goes just underneath the sandstone, just like that, the sea lantern even. And I'm going to build this up. Like that, just for now. Fill in this wall up to the roof height. Entirely up to the roof height. Leaving out no blocks. And then we can also fill in this little sort of corner just here up to the roof height as well. Connect it up if you want to as well. Cool. And then I'm going to go around to this way and do the same thing. And filling it up, connecting the roof so that we cover over the sea lanterns as well on the way. Awesome. That's really cool. Okay, and then we can fill over this big section of the roof so we cover over these sea lanterns and just connect up all 4 corners with smooth sandstone. Let's get it done. Alright guys, so one quick thing I'm going to do is, if you notice, the cinema is looking a little bit dark. So let's just go ahead and add some sea lanterns behind the sign, like I said before. Go all the way along if you want, just to make it look that little bit more brighter. Just behind the sign like that. If you want to add something over here, I recommend adding it in the floor, perhaps like that, and then putting some red carpet on top. That's what I did with my original, and I think it looks quite effective. Now where are they hiding the red carpet nowadays? Just here. Of course they are. Right at the top. There we go. Yeah, just to kind of incorporate them into the build and just hide them a little bit. Like that. Nice one. Now this section over here, we're going to knock off this little bit, just like so. Then we're going to go ahead and add a wall in just here for 2 rows like that. All the way along. Don't worry about the sea lanterns up there. We're going to double them up in a second. Connect it up on the corner. Actually, no, don't connect it up on the corner, but leave a gap just like that. And then we're going to go fill in this wall. Like so. And then go ahead and group up your sea lanterns. Double them up again. Like so. Now these two at the top, you just want to replace them like that. Maybe just empty that one, leave it open like that. Cool, or even just put another sea lantern. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Okay, nice one. Okay guys, so unfortunately in today's section we're not going to get the rest of the roof done, but what we are going to do is we're going to quickly finish this section over here. So we're going to bring this along to this point just here, so we can stop right there, and we're also going to bring this along just so that it goes up to probably just before the sea lanterns as well. Actually we might leave that until next section just in case that's wrong, but let's go ahead and get this bit done. So, along to a point you'll be happy with, I'm going to go right the way along to the end just here. Like I said, we're going to add in some sort of little bits and pieces later in the videos, because if we need to like flatten some sections out or make it look more curved so it looks like, you know, the roof is in modules, for example, then we can do that in a later episode. But for now, we just kind of do the same design we've been doing in the previous bits, because it's always good to carry on with what we've got. Get everything looking pretty good. So, bring this up to the top. Up to there. Now, on my original one, you probably have noticed this already, but if you haven't, what we have done on the original is we kind of shortened this wall down a couple blocks. So what we did was kind of shaved off a little bit of the road here so that it looks like it kind of angles down. And then you can kind of add blocks in if you want to in certain places. Well, for this one, I'm actually just going to leave it the same, just so that it's more easier for us to follow. And then if we want to come back, like in the next part, to sort some bits and bobs out like that, or once we've even completed the entire thing, come back and think, you know, that would actually look better like this, then we can totally do that if we want to. But anyway, that is it for today's tutorial, guys. Thank you so much for sticking by the channel for all these crazy parts of Starcourt. I promise you we are almost there now. I'm really happy with the progress we've made so far today. It is looking awesome. What I'm going to do quickly, just extend that up to there, like that. Awesome. Yeah, it is looking fantastic. We have definitely made a lot of progress today. We made a huge dent in completion of Starcourt, so that is awesome. Thank you so much for sticking by the channel, like I said. If you do want to drop a like because you did enjoy this one, please be sure to do that, that'd be awesome. And if you want to stick around for more of my tutorials, after Starcourt, we have got a couple Stranger Things ones lined up, of course. I'm not going to just discontinue my Stranger Things series once Starcourt is done. I have many more tutorials on the way, so please stay tuned for those by subscribing. But anyway, guys, I will see you at part 4 of the roof coming very soon. I really hope it's coming soon. I'll link it in the description anyway, so you guys can go check it out if you need to, all in one go. But thank you again. Take care, everybody. Have an excellent rest of your day, and I'll see you at the next Wheelassassin video coming very soon. Goodbye for now.